The question is, how well is your council collecting and using feedback today? And I suppose some of the problems that we see when we're talking to councils and local government is that most councils are still relying on the traditional feedback methods. And when I talk about traditional feedback methods, I'm talking about, annual surveys, the surveys which you have to run every year, capturing, 20, 30 different or more questions, but you only capture that data once a year. Those online complaint forms or compliment forms, if you have them, that tend to really attract the more negative feedback than any real positive feedback on what you're doing well. So, those people who had a really, really terrible experience really try and find a way of actually giving you that feedback. Phone surveys, they're often expensive and time consuming, and I suppose less and less people are really willing to do them post a call. They might say they will on the call, but they then end the call before that actual survey actually happens. So there's a lot of money being spent in these feedback processes which aren't necessarily delivering the outcomes you expect. And in some situations, the volunteer asks for feedback. It's very selective feedback capture, time consuming, and it takes a lot of time to actually pull together the actual results from it. Social channels is often unstructured and hard to measure. And if you do town halls, really it's only for a small segment of the community that participates on very specific topics. And when we think about the digital surveys, they're really reliant on those residents or citizens having the skills and technologies to engage. And you probably are missing some demographics by just only having those options available to people. And this, I think, is why councils struggle to act on insights.